Previously on Small Town Hunting.
Rut Camp 2020, baby.
Yeah, I hear deer grunting back this way. Ain't the best shot I made, but the tracking's easy.
Best thing is Meg can figure out how to finish up here, and you can go ahead. Hey, when you get to Kansas, start hanging stuff, just keep me in mind.
I think this is the spot. I mean, if I was walking in here and didn't have Cody's information that he gave me, that'd be the tree I'd get in. Cody's 200 miles away, and with hunt stand the way it is, he shared this map with me. Come put it right in the tree he wanted it in.
I sure hope there's a couple big ones on here. I mean, I'm looking through pictures, there's bucks, just deer every minute. Different deer, different deer, different deer. That's a good sign.
This town ain't 10 feet wide, and population 205. Just a place that the river goes by, and it don't slow down, it gets on out. Mud mixed in with sand, from upstream baptized.
How intense was that? I don't know where I'm even going this season. I'm just riding with Cody.
Anything like what went on this morning, I'm sure y'all be dragging one back.
That's why the river runs, yeah. That's why the river runs. I can't blame that waterfall, even if I rode in here, I wouldn't stick around either. That's why the river runs.
Well, it's about 12:30. Moving into our spot. There was so many deer in here this morning, according to the cell cam, that couldn't get in here. So let everything get out, get settled in. We're gonna get in here early. Buck should be up cruising. Finally got the right wind. It's perfect east wind. So we just need to catch just a little break. We'll be ready. Just had a spike run some does through right over here to our left. Kerry said he could see them chasing out in the field out there. A lot of sign in here. It's a good sign we already got bucks chasing does in here, even though it's a spike. He's not gonna keep them does. He's gonna have somebody bigger to take them. Hopefully whoever's bigger will push them by us. Kerry's a big shooter behind her. Big shooter behind her. That was close. He was 15 yards behind me, straight behind the tree. I almost got a shot at him right there. But he had his butt facing me the whole time.
Midnight daydream. Maybe if you saw it, then I know it may seem.
This segment is brought to you by Elite, Scott Archery, and Burris Optics.
That's why the river runs, yeah.
It's day 3. Camo Outfitters, Kansas. First couple days I ain't been real fired up because it's been 75 degrees and windy and hot. Today, morale in camp is coming up because tomorrow, finally, a drop in the temperature. Some north winds, cool nights, and the deer are ready. I mean, they're doing a little bit of rutting right now, so I can imagine if it cools down, what's gonna happen. Make this short and sweet, it's fixing to get right. Somebody's fixing to knock one down.
Looks like a young 8 back there. Right on the backside of that thicket. He's just pushing these thickets trying to see where they're at. He's coming back around. Dude, that's awesome. He was just right there on the bubble. We just caught him cruising. And he popped up out of nowhere, straight to our left. Anyway, I waited for him to get all the way around and then called to him. He came up this way and then was gonna go on, called to him again and came back. He kept coming in them calls. He was gonna run into a slick trick. Dude, that's awesome. Being able to grunt to him and watch what he's doing. Hey, I'll show you something cool though. So, that's the deer we were looking at on stealth cam. 11:57 p.m. From the direction he kind of came from. We've got a wireless out in the middle of a field on a scrape, and the last 2 nights he's been on there. He's got that broke too, and then that, I guess it's his 3s broke off too. But he got a big body. Like I said, calling is my absolute favorite. To call in a deer, completely fool him and shoot him. And I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes it's hard to pass them when they come in there all bristled up.
Sometimes the hunt's better than the trophy.
Sometimes the hunt is better than the trophy, that's a fact.
Like you've been there before. Yeah, like the Cowboys in '94. Like you've been there before.
This segment is brought to you by Apex Ammunition, Custom Bow Equipment, and Dual Game Calls.
That's why the river runs, yeah.
What you gonna do this morning, Coach?
I ain't real sure.
Old diamond. I might take some old diamond with me. Nah, I got some white lightning.
I know after all the sweat yesterday and that hot walk in.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody, look. Your boy's on the camera this morning
Where?
at the block, the 80.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 5-0 something.
What was on the camera at the CRP this last night?
Just so you know, non-stop. That's why I ask about it.
So I don't need to just bust up in there right now.
Your the 7-point. I'll just say he really likes butt robber. I can tell you
like
that. He was in there all
that
night.
butt robber changes it.
But no joke. I mean, he's been in there like all night. I mean,
Really?
I'd probably wait till first light before I eased in.
I'm going to the corner. You need to go to the creek crossing. We'll have him jokers cut off, I think.
I'm telling you, look at this.
You talking about
This
the farm
deer right
I hunted
here.
yesterday?
That deer was at the creek crossing
No.
at 11 o'clock.
Your old farm, the one you hunted last year.
God.
The creek crossing way in the back, like it's gonna be a walk, but all the way across the bean field, we'll be like, 450, 500 yards apart.
I mean, I liked that farm last year. All y'all's bows are in trees every day. You can't get over there.
Well, that one thing I learned with this crew: if you leave your bow in the stand,
That's the only way you
That's
can
the only
that's the
guarantee.
only way you guarantee the hunt.
All right, good luck, fellas.
See? Right in front of you. 11 o'clock.
I'm looking at the outside. Yeah. Sit. Sit. You want to touch high, but I think I got top of the lawns. Sound like you just crashed right there. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Here, baby. Give me some. You stopped in the right spot. Close enough anyway. Hey, just gotta keep them far apart. Every time they touch together, a buck comes.
He's got like a thing.
You see him?
Where he's underneath the tree.
See him?
To your right. Little.
Perfect shot. I was just worried that it looked a little high, but I think my angle was perfect. But apparently it was. We thought he was laying out here because that big AD kept saying, but look around that side. Look at the beams on this thing. Wasn't no point in second guessing on this one. He is a giant. It's almost my dream 6-point right here. But he had to grow that 7th. But I'm gonna take him. Man. Can't anything get better than a rut in Kansas. See them out there, call to them, and they come in. That's what it's all about. Kansas is a wrap for us. Now Cody and Chris will kill.
Somebody had to break the ice.
Yep, the ice has been broken. I broke it in Missouri, it didn't do no good. Now I'm broken in Kansas. So hopefully it'll do some good for y'all this time.
It's gonna be a cold cave. No time marks pinning down.
This segment is brought to you by Hunt Stand, Super Grip ATV, and Element Outdoors.
That's why the river runs, yeah.
Feels like a rut kind of morning this morning. Finally, it's the second morning that it's been cold. I think we hunted 3 or 4 days when it was hot. Big cold front pushed through. Now it's 36 degrees this morning. It's been being like 60 in the morning. So this spot right here is a spot I actually scouted last year. This big heavy trail's just coming. There's a major pinch point in the creek. And these deer's bedding there's way back here. I mean, that's nasty thick. May be out of the game on a few, but we're gonna have to put the duel to work. Call them to the tree. Here we go, November 12th. Rut 2020. Get a buck to do that, we're gonna be in the chips. There's a buck chasing up the creek. Looks like a shooter. We're gonna have to call if he goes towards the creek. You hear me? Still going to the creek. Coming. I think I smoked him. Just smoked him. That's what you live for, dude. That's what you live for. Dude, my heart is pumping. That is the Midwest rut, buddy. He was right in here, Jason. I mean, right. Look how close that is. I'm talking about 11 yards. There he is. Smoked down. I had this tree here with the vines. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He is a 7-point and a bull of one. Dude, he is a tank. How awesome is that? Called this sucker straight to the tree. That's an old deer. That will go down as one of my favorite rut hunts. Just to be able to see one, call to him. He was trying to go across the creek. Keep calling to him, making him come look. Year 3 hunting with Hunter Reed at Camo Outfitters. First year, Chris killed a giant with a muzzleloader. And then last year we came in here and had an unbelievable bow hunt, and this morning we just had a rut 2020 double. Keith shot, and then we got the Warrior 7.
Hunt information brought to you by SCI, First for Hunters. Closed captioning provided by Stealth Cam and Hawk Tree Stand.
That's why the river runs. Midnight daydream, like I'm still with you. Like a soldier going back to war, like you've been there before. Yeah, like they got a load.
Yeah, well, you got stands and all.
Everything it takes to video a buck.
Yeah. And brought the buck with you.
And brought the buck out too.
Got us a nice pair of sim prints.
You got the ball going, and let me tell you,
It
that
went
was
fast.
a steep hill because it was rolling.